Okay, it is time for episode 133. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's
Get started.
Let's get started.
This is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Round one is Sonic the Hedgehog, and we have our resident Sonic expert,
Casey!
Brooke!
Casey!
Question one. What hedgehog is introduced in the new movie Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Shadows or golden?
Shadow, you're right. Shadow is coming in the new
shadows.
Shadows. Well, you were right. So there's a new movie, and this isn't a spoiler because I watched the trailer and it introduces Shadow.
Like there's a new movie that has Shadow in it?
Yes.
Like not in Sonic 2 at the end, it just shows Shadow for like 1 second.
Oh no, there's a whole new movie that Shadow shows up. Question 2. What is Sonic's top speed? Over 560 miles an hour, over 760 miles an hour, or over 960 miles an hour?
First one.
560?
Yeah.
The answer is over 760 miles per hour. Per the comic, for sustained runs, Sonic clocks in at 767 miles per hour. It's pretty fast. Can you run that fast?
Yes.
Oh,
I can run faster.
wow. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Question 3. What type of animal is Knuckles?
Echidna.
He is an echidna. That is correct. What is unique about echidnas that's different than other animals?
Pokey.
They're pokey, that's true, but they lay eggs. And no other mammals do that except the duck-billed platypus.
Do the porcupines do it?
Nope. Echidnas and
What
duck-billed...
about whales?
Nope. Duck-billed platypus and echidnas are the only two mammals that lay eggs.
What about dolphins?
No. Question 4. Who are the robots created by Dr. Robotnik? Have you heard of badniks?
Badniks? Oh yeah, those like things. I know what they are. Like those things with that red one eye.
Yes.
That's right.
Those are called badniks. Whoa, that sounds evil. Question 5. What color is Tails?
Yellow and white.
He's yellow and white. That is correct.
His belly's white.
Yep.
And his gloves are white. And his shoes are white and red.
Okay.
And yellow.
Okay. Question 6. What is the first name of Sonic's human friend?
Dr. Robotnik. I'm kidding. Max.
His name is Tom. You know the police officer that he lives with? His name is Tom. Question 7. Sonic lives in the town Green Hills. In what U.S. state?
Colorado.
Close. Green Hills is in Montana. That's another mountainous state.
Montana. That's weird.
Montana. That's a weird word, you think? How come?
Because
Just is. Well, Sonic lives there, so it can't be that weird. It's got to be pretty cool, huh? Round 2 is idioms. Do you remember what an idiom is?
No.
It's like a saying that doesn't make sense, but it sort of means something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you think of one?
The cat's out of the bag?
Yeah, like you let the cat out of the bag. That means you told the secret that nobody else knew. You let the cat out of the bag.
Like the elephant in the room.
Yes. Oh man, you got all kinds of them. Okay. Question 1. If a person is going to ruin someone's excitement or hopes, they are going to burst their what? Bubble! I hate to burst your bubble, but we're not going to Florida this year for Easter.
Why?
I don't know. If we are or not. Question 2. If you take credit for someone else's idea or draw attention away from them, You are stealing their what?
Attention.
I'm going to steal your thunder. Have you heard of that?
Heard of that?
No? You're going to steal their thunder? That means that you're going to take credit for it. So it's like if you drew a picture and nobody knew it was you, and I said, oh, I drew that picture, I stole your thunder. So that idiom comes from the dramatist John Dennis in the early 18th century after he had come up with the idea for a thunder machine for his unsuccessful 1709 play, but later had found that it had been used at a performance of Macbeth, which was a Shakespeare play. So somebody actually stole his thunder machine and used it for their own credit. Stole his thunder. So he had So he wrote a play that wasn't very good and that didn't get very much success, but he had a thunder machine. And then he went to a showing of Macbeth and he found his thunder machine. They stole his thunder. That's crazy. Question 3. If you are too late to do something or the opportunity has passed, what boat reference do you use? Well, that ship has sailed.
Oh.
Question 4. When two people are involved in a situation or action, what dance reference is used so that both people are held responsible?
Is it something like samba or tango?
It takes two to tango.
I was close.
You're right. So a tango is a dance in which two partners are moving in relation to each other. So sometimes they move in opposite directions, sometimes the same direction, but it takes two to tango, which means you're both responsible because it took two people to do the action. So one person is not just going to get the blame. So if this episode of the podcast is not great, sorry, Ron, it takes two to tango. Question 5. If you narrowly escaped a difficult situation, you say you made it by the skin of what body part?
I don't know.
I made it by the skin of my teeth. Have you heard of that? By the skin of your teeth. Question 6. What does it mean if someone is in hot water? They're in big trouble.
Oh, I was gonna guess that. I thought that it meant like I was thinking of you're on thin ice, and I thought that it meant like you are about to get in trouble.
Right. On thin ice means you're about to get in trouble. If you're in hot water, you are in the trouble. You are in the water. Question 7. If you are in the same situation or have the same problem as someone else, what vehicle do you say you are in with them?
In the same boat.
We're in the same boat. Yep. Your car broke down. My car broke down. We're in the same boat. Wish we had a boat because our cars don't work. Ryan, you should be good at this one because round 3 is reptiles.
Rico.
You have 2 reptiles. Squirt's a reptile too. Squirt and Rico. So we'll see. You love reptiles. Question 1. According to legend, how did the milk snake get its name? Farmers believed that milk snakes were sneaking into barns and drinking the milk from cows. Actually, the snakes were seen in the barns because they were feeding on the mice and rats in the barns. So they were called milk snakes. The farmers didn't know why they were in there. They thought they were drinking the milk from the cows.
Out of all reasons, you can
That's
them like they're eating horse's hay. No, they're drinking the milk from the cow.
I don't know. Really, I mean, besides scaring the cows, because I can't imagine cows enjoy seeing snakes. It's probably a good thing that they're eating the rats and mice out of the barn, because who wants that? Question 2. What is the largest non-oceanic reptile in North America?
Python?
The answer is the American alligator. Very, very big. Don't touch an alligator. Don't even go near an alligator. Stay far, far away from alligators. Question 3, true or false? Komodo dragons are cannibals.
True.
It is true. Komodo dragons are cannibals, and they often eat their own young.
How do they reproduce then?
They don't always. Some of them survive. Can you tell me what a cannibal is, Ren?
You eat the same species.
You eat your own species. Yes. So Komodo dragons eat other Komodo dragons. Question 4. What are leatherbacks and ridleys?
Turtles.
They're sea turtles. The ridleys are small sea turtles with wide, rounded shells, and leatherbacks are the largest of living turtles with a weight of about 540 kilograms or 1,200 pounds.
That's more than me, Quinn, and Brooks combined. And you
It's
and
probably
Dad.
way more than our whole family in one turtle. Wow, that is a big turtle.
Wow.
Question 5. If a person is bitten by a venomous snake, what is the name of the special medicine that reduces the effects of the venom in your body? This is called antivenom. Have you heard of that?
No.
So if you are bitten by a venomous snake and get venom, you use antivenom. It is administered through an IV or injection as quickly as possible. The type of antivenom you receive depends on the type of snake that bit you and the severity of your symptoms. Yeah.
I mean,
So if
that's
you get
really-
venom, you need antivenom. So if you run into Venom from Spider-Man, go and find antivenom to beat him up.
That's a very obvious answer.
Yeah. Question 6. What reptile is a smaller relative of the alligator that lives in Central and South America? Crocodiles are about the same size as alligators. They are called caimans. Have you heard of a caiman? It looks like a miniature alligator or crocodile. It's just little. It's not an alligator or crocodile. It's not like a baby. It is a completely different species, I would assume. They're called caimans. Caiman. 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 Stay away from the caiman, alligators, and crocs. All of them. Question 7. What does it mean for a snake to be viviparous?
Does it mean they don't have venom in them?
Great guess. If a snake is viviparous, it gives birth to live young instead of laying eggs. Boa constrictors, green anacondas, and rattlesnakes are viviparous.
Anacondas, I just don't like that word. They're scary.
Anacondas are scary. All of those. Boa constrictors, anacondas, and rattlesnakes. I would say those were all scary.
Mm-hmm.
And they all give birth to baby snakes. No, thank you. No, thanks. I prefer egg laying. I don't know. That feels safer to me, right? Round 4 is landmarks. Question 1. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold her torch?
Left.
In her right hand. She holds her torch in her right and her tablet in the left.
I imagined you like looking at it from this way, not actually being.
Question 2. True or false? The London Bridge is not located in London.
True.
It is true. The London Bridge was moved to Arizona in the United States in 1968.
How did they just move the bridge?
We talked about that in one of our earliest episodes. It's in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. The London Bridge was actually falling down. And so there was a guy from America who said, you know what? I'm going to buy the London Bridge. And he moved it piece by piece by piece. And he marked each piece like a puzzle, and so that he could put it back together once they got it to America. Yes. So you can go visit the London Bridge in Arizona in the United States to this day.
Weird.
Weird, but super interesting. Question 3. How often does Big Ben ring in London?
Every 12 hours?
Big Ben chimes every hour, and smaller bells chime every 15 minutes. That's more than I thought. For it being a really big bell, I kind of thought it would be quieter than that,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of chiming. Hopefully you don't live nearby, because you'd be like, Big Ben, give it a rest. Question 4. Which body part is the Great Sphinx of Giza missing?
Nose.
Its nose. And the circumstances surrounding its loss are still uncertain. So nobody knows why the Sphinx doesn't have a nose.
I bet that it was really hard to carve and it just found there like, that took a long time. No.
And they just gave up. They like carved the whole face and the nose fell out, and they were like, well, we're tired. We're not going to put it back on. That's it. Could be. Nobody knows. Question 5. Every how many years is the Eiffel Tower repainted?
10.
Every 7 years. The Eiffel Tower is repainted every 7 years on average, in accordance with the recommendations of Gustav Eiffel. The tower is painted to prevent rusting and to maintain its structure.
That is very often. And a lot of paint.
That would be a lot of paint. Right, it's a good point.
Millions of
Like, it would take you 7 years to, like, get all the paint to repaint the Eiffel Tower. What if they repainted it, like, yellow? Or some bright color, like neon orange? That would be awesome.
Green.
That'd be awesome. Question 6. What is the largest structure in the world that was made by humans? The answer is the Great Wall of China. It was built to protect China from invaders. I think it's like 1,200 miles long, all built by humans. And I think it was made like one dynasty after another, just kept piecing it together until the whole wall was built. Crazy. So big, so big. Question 7. In which U.S. city is the Brooklyn Bridge located?
Brooklyn.
It's technically right. It's in New York City. The Brooklyn Bridge connects the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn, spanning the East River. So New York City is broken into different boroughs: Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx. And so the Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan to Brooklyn over top of the East River. What were you going to say? No! Sleep till Brooklyn! Round 5 is books. Question 1. The book Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing is about a boy named Peter and his annoying little brother who has the same name as a food item. What is his little brother's name?
Chicken.
Chicken.
I have no bacon.
His name is Fudge. Grown-ups think Fudge is absolutely adorable, but Peter and his pet turtle Dribble know the truth. From throwing temper tantrums to smearing smashed potatoes on the wall, Fudge causes mischief wherever he goes. Chicken. Well, Fudge is about as bad of a name as Chicken, I would say. I know Fudge is his nickname. I think his real name is like, I don't know, Frederick or something. But yeah, Fudge. There's a whole book series about Fudge. Haven't you heard of him before? Have you read Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing?
No.
You were in 4th grade.
I've heard of it.
Were you a 4th grade nothing or a 4th grade something?
In the middle.
You were a 4th grade.
In the void.
You were in the void. Okay. Question 2. What is the name of the newspaper in Harry Potter? The Daily Prophet.
Oh, yeah.
The Daily Prophet. And it has pictures that move. Question 3. Who is Captain Underpants' enemy?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. The answer is Professor Poopy Pants. That's quite a name. Question 4. Who is Fly Guy's best friend?
Buzz.
Buzz. It's the only thing Fly Guy can say. Question 5. In the Dogman book series, how is Dogman's head attached?
They sewed it back onto each other.
Dogman's head is attached to his body by medical professionals, stitching the head of a dog to the body of a police officer. Interesting.
Interesting.
Question 6. In the Elephant and Piggy books, what are the Elephant and Piggy's real names?
Gerald is, I think, the elephant, and Piggy is just Piggy.
Yep, Gerald is the elephant and Piggy's name is just Piggy. That is correct. Very good. Brooks and I read those books all the time. Question 7. Who helps Matilda to stand up against her cruel principal, Miss Trunchbull?
Her friend, I think? I don't know her friend's name.
The answer is her teacher, Miss Honey.
Oh, yeah, and Mrs. Trunchbull grabs that girl by the braids and swings her in the
Yeah,
side.
that's right. Miss Trunchbull. She is not a nice principal or a nice
Much
person.
worse than Lunchables.
She's much worse than Lunchables. Ren, the way your brain works makes me giggle. Trunchbull and Lunchable. Okay, I like it. And now it is time for the final exam. Now remember, these were the hardest questions that we had, so use your memory and try to think back to what the answers were. Question 1. What is Sonic's top speed?
760 miles per hour.
Question 2. If you are too late to do something or the opportunity has passed, what boat reference do you use?
That ship has sailed.
Question 3. According to legend, how did the milk snake get its name?
Farmers believed that milk snakes were sneaking into barns and drinking milk from cows.
Question 4. How often does Big Ben ring in London?
Big Ben chimes every hour, and smaller bells chime every 15 minutes.
Question 5. What reptile is a smaller relative of the alligator that lives in Central and South America?
A caiman.
Question 6. What is the name of the newspaper in Harry Potter?
The Daily Prophet.
Question 7. What is the largest structure in the world that was made by humans?
The Great Wall of China.
And here come your shout outs. Sonic the Hedgehog comes from listener Caden.
Thank you, Caden.
And Leland.
And thank you, Leland.
And Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Roald Dahl, J.K. Rowling, and Fudge Books comes from listener Grace.
Thank you, Grace.
Dave Pilkey Books comes from listener George.
Thank you, George.
Idioms comes from Knox, June, and Brody.
Thank you, Knox, June, and Brody.
Komodo Dragons comes from Michael and Evangelina.
Thank you, Michael and Evangelina.
Snakes comes from AJ.
Thank you, AJ.
And Landmarks comes from McCoy.
Thank you, McCoy.
And here come your shout outs for your birthdays. Our first birthday shout out goes to listener McCoy.
Happy birthday, McCoy.
Thank you for the landmarks and happy birthday. McCoy is turning 9. Happy birthday, McCoy. What kind of toy do you want for your birthday? Do you want Legos? Do you want an electric scooter? What toy do you want? Do you want Avengers? Do you want swords? Do you want a basketball? Do you want Play-Doh? McCoy.
Happy birthday, McCoy.
Happy birthday, McCoy. Our next birthday shout outs go to 2 sisters. They have birthdays one day right after the other. Vera, who turns 10.
Happy birthday, Vera.
And Ava, who turns 16.
Happy birthday, Ava.
I will sing you each a separate song. Oh, dear Vera, if you look in the mirror, do you see very clear that it's your birthday, Vera? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Vera.
Double digits. And to your sister, Ava.
Happy birthday, Ava.
Ava, you get to drive a car. Because you turned 16, don't go very far. Practice first. Be safe and always buckle your seat belt and check your mirrors and make sure your seat is the appropriate distance from the gas and the brake. Ava, be safe. We love you so. Be very careful when you are driving your car. Ava.
Happy birthday, Ava.
Good for you, Ava. How exciting. 16 is a big deal. All right.
Me and Brooks are 4 days apart.
That's true. All right. Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Luke, who turns 6.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Luke spells Luke.
Luke.
Make sure that you don't puke. We hope you have a special day. Hip, 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 hooray. Happy birthday to Luke.
Luke.
We hope you are healthy and eat lots of great food and get lots of toys like McCoy got. All right. Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Oliver. Oliver is turning 8.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
Oliver is one of our teammates. His dad is on the Trivia for Kids team, so an extra big shout out to Oliver. I know he goes by Ollie. I wonder if I can think of more things that rhyme with Ollie or Oliver. Hey there, Oliver, you're turning 8. We think you're so great, and we hope that you know it. We're thankful for you, and we hope that you have the very best birthday you have ever had. EIGHT, that spells 8. We hope it's super great in your state, mate. Happy birthday, Oliver.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
You are awesome. All right, and our last birthday shout out goes to listener Graham. He also turns 8.
Ooh, happy birthday, Graham.
Graham loves soccer, and he plays for a youth soccer team called the Firehawks.
Ooh.
That's a tough name. If I was going up against the Firehawks, I would be intimidated. So, good name, Graham. Your name is Graham, like the cracker and the game. Bananagrams, Graham. You're turning 8, and your soccer team is great. It has a very tough sounding name, the Firehawks. Are the Hawks actually on fire? I hope not. All right. And here comes your conversation starter. Ren, what is your favorite fall activity?
Jumping leaves, probably.
Jumping in leaves.
It's really fun.
It is really
I love
fun.
raking.
You love raking?
I love raking and then going into the leaf pile and then raking again.
Well, I'm going to keep that in mind. I did not know you loved raking. This is great to know. My favorite fall activity is pumpkin carving.
Oh, I love
Have a great week, everybody!